Hey, what's up? It's funny. I've seen a lot of people say I don't know. Here's my philosophy about the scale. I've seen a lot of people posting videos and I'm saying screw the scale, fuck the scale. It's funny. Someone hashtags fuck the scale, and then on Facebook and when you follow that hashtag, when you press on to see other people, they show a woman, banging, hitting the scale with a hammer. Here's my thing about the scale. I think it's dangerous to totally subdue with the scale. Here's how you should use the scale. I am not saying use the scale traditionally, which means you find your ideal body weight and then you try to stick to ideal body weight. Listen to those. No, 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 no. What I'm saying is this: figure out a weight that you feel that you're at your healthiest, that you perform the best. I'm believing I'm not a big proponent of everyone trying to look the same or follow some type of artificial scale, um, artificial chart saying if you're 5'10", your weight should be this. If you're 6 feet, your weight should be this. If you're 5'2", your weight should. I'm not a big fan of that. The reason I'm not a big fan of that because we all have different genetics. We all have different body distributions. There are some people who are perfectly healthy and normal, and God blessed you with big hips. Okay, you should take that into account. If God blessed you with larger hips, you might be slightly heavier than that scale created by whoever. So it'll be silly for you to say, "Oh, I should be 130." You're actually at 140, but you're running marathons, you're doing full pull-ups, so now you're killing yourself to be 130, even though you're at 140. So now you're eating. Now you're gonna make yourself eat unhealthily and stress, trying to be an artificial weight for a scale that wasn't made for your genetics or your nationality. What if you're very muscular? Then that scale doesn't work. The scales say I'm at 220. It's 6 feet 220. Every single scale that I read calls me obese, even though at 220 I'm literally less than 10% body fat. You see me, and I could do all sorts of crazy stuff. So I don't follow the scale. Here's the way I use the scale. Figure out for you a weight that you feel that you perform at your best, that you're happiest, that you think you look the sexiest. So figure out, what weight that is. For me, 220. I don't care if the scale say I'm at 180. No, I don't. I can't. What? Me less than 200. I would not be able to enjoy all the things that I can do. My genetics is such that I put on muscle very easy. That's number one. And two, my genetics is also, and some of you guys know me when you meet me in person. I got a big ass. I've always had a big butt. My muscle, my weight falls in my butt. So I'll never win a true bodybuilding contest because my butt is literally too big. So I'm going to sit up here and try to knock myself down to 180, 190, knowing that my genetics gave me an African American butt. Like, everyone makes fun of me because my waist is small. I really do have a small waist. My waist is like between 35 and 36, and my butt comes out. So I have to buy pants. I have to get my pants tailored. Similar, they don't make apple bottom jeans for guys, because there really aren't that many guys who I don't want to say I searched around. That sounds funny. I have not met too many guys who have small waists and big butts. Most guys, when they lose weight, they lose it everywhere. For me, I can't explain it. My sister can verify this. My butt is just too big. Anyway, so I'm gonna kill myself to be down to 180, eat unhealthily, and not do all the things I'd be able to do. 'Cause I'm trying to be 180, not enjoy the strength that I've gained. And I like looking at my unique stuff. I don't think we all need to look the same. I think we all should be happy. So the way I use the scale is I say, listen, all right, 220 is the weight that I feel like I perform my best. So I weigh myself every day because the scale's right in the bathroom. I take a shower, I just step on the scale. It's my way of staying accountable. So I know I'm in big trouble if I know I had a bad couple of days and I start creeping up to like 125, 130, or 135. I'll be honest, sometimes I let myself go to 230. 230, I feel fine. But once I start creeping past 230 to 240 land, I know, okay, I need to chill. So I say, use the scale to stay at what you decide. That's the big key. Use the scale to stay at the weight you decide you perform and feel the best at. And look, feel, and perform. I think fitness should be about how you look, feel, and perform that you decide you operate at the best at. Okay? And reason you should also use the scale, obesity is a real problem. So if if you're trying to lose, if you're like, for instance, you're 5'3". Now, don't get me wrong. There's a large range for which you can still be healthy and be 5'3" or 6 feet. I'm gonna use 6 feet. There's a large range you should be you can be healthy at 6 feet. Now, let's be totally honest. If you're 6 feet, 300 pounds, that's not healthy. I understand you may feel awesome, but it's not healthy. So you have to use a scale to say, okay, I'm gonna come down to a weight, and that's a large range. Like I said, I'm 220. I don't know many people who are 220, 6 feet, who are healthy. But if you just so happen to find that 220 is your weight, they come down to 220. Use the scale to stay there. If you decide 6 feet is your weight, come down. I mean 6 feet. If you decide 200 is your weight, use the scale as a barometer to stay at the weight that's healthy for you, and also use the scale as a barometer to know that you know what, I know I feel awesome at this weight, but it's not healthy to put this amount of weight. There is a realm, and it's different for every. I can Let's put it like this: I can't give you a rule of thumb to decide, okay, how much weight is too much weight. I can't. I have to take on an individual basis. If you ask me, well, am I overweight? I have to ask you a bunch of questions. Can you do all the things you can do in fitness? Like, I need to know, how fast can you run? How fast can you run a mile? How many push-ups can you do? How many pull-ups can you do? What are your fitness goals? There are some people who can run a fast ass mile, who have perfect flexibility. You may not be interested in doing a pull up. Okay, so I need to know, what are your fitness goals and what fitness things can you do? That's number one. Number two, are you happy with the way you look? There are some people who are at a weight who are happy with the way they look, but are you happy with the way you look? Again, and another thing is how you feel. Okay, so you may actually be at a weight, perform well, but if you feel not so good, first of all, let's correct your sleep and let's correct your diet. Now, if you correct the sleep and diet and you don't feel the way you should feel, maybe you need to change your diet. And keep in mind, if you change your diet around, maybe your body would naturally go to the weight that you quote unquote supposed to be. Okay, not what some chart says. So that's a complex question. I say everyone needs to answer that for themselves with the help of, for some people, a medical professional, with the help of some people, a fitness professional, some people with the help of a nutritional professional. Some people need all three. Okay, and also, to be honest, I'm gonna add another thing in there. We need to take serious, a mental professional, psychologist, psychiatrist, mental therapist. We need to, because you may not be able to change some of these things if you're using food in a way that's as a way of just to make you feel good, as your medicine. Every time you feel upset about something, you eat. So you may need a fourth person. All right, this one's too long. I'm sorry. So I just want to touch upon, like, no, no, do not say fuck the scale. That's the last thing we need. The scale can be used as a tool. The problem is we've used the scale the wrong way. So now we're all going way the wrong way and say screw the scale. No, it's still an excellent tool. We're just now learning how to use it the correct way. Peace.